that Cadian used to play, and so far it's been going pretty damn well for him. But for the breakdown, as VP look to break down this bomb site defense, they blast their way out onto A, and Tessus will be the first point of defense, only taking damage rather than dealing though for the start of it. And as further util rains on in, VP just bludgeon Heroic out of the bomb site.
Issue. They don't have anyone coming through from behind to try and pepper them, to try and find that way in, at least distract them. Everybody's coming from the exact same side, and Fame, he's just pushing through. Norbert very much the same, but Dessus is still in the corner. That's going to be a bit of a retrieval there for VP, but my oh my, they've dealt with it so spectacularly, and this is exactly those post-plant communications that will get very messy. Heroic is just Crizzen left over. Actually, no kit, so even him getting down James doesn't manage it. Gets him real low at least. But for Heroic, the pistol round goes off into the distance.
Yeah, I like this from Fame and Norbert. Norbert actually finding the double up there is massive. Just constant aggression and pressure from VP until eventually it comes down to even Kilter, and James is left with the task of clutching. He's able to do it relatively easily because the time was always in his favor. But hey, that's a clutch to Vitaly on the pistol round for the main man himself on VP. Now with that round up, they have the much better buy. Heroic will be bringing in a force to this second buy though. So let's see if they can deliver with the same capacity as Monty, as they beat them yesterday in the grand finals of the Rubeck Cup. VP are looking to add another tournament victory to their tally, and I'd say this time against much bigger opposition.
Yeah, Monty definitely rose to fame, but the Heroic name, so much power attached to it. Tessus, oopsie. And then they might be able to finish it up. You're going to have to finish up some work that you started with that Deagle. The MP9 up close, Crizzen trying to swing, and that's actually very good. Heroic, they haven't even taken a lot of damage here. VP still stepping on the gas, trying to dredge forward through the mud that Heroic are laying out here. James looking over, and as soon as he looked for a way back, it's bullets flying towards him. Dupree, he'll lose his life. But Heroic, this Eagle, okay, you do start losing some numbers now. Zero up next on the chopping block. Norbert cutting them all down.
Yeah, Norbert, the kingpin for VP. Not normally their top fragger, but leading the charge at the start of this game. Him and Flit to do it all as Crizzen peeking in. Spotted, spammed on down, but time is starting to tick away here. Shush on the CZ looking to get something done. We'll try and separate these duels with a smoke, but the bomb has been planted and the fadeaway will come in. No kits right now on the Heroic side. The Shush continues to creep on up. Crizzen is distracting by spamming through with the MP9. Have they read into this? Surely they have, but Shush now picking up an SMG of his own. This really could be the round, Dan.
They're really not reading into this, and they're going to be distracted by that bomb being tapped as well. Flit, this is now awkward. They do need to get a move on, get Norbert down quickly, and then run back to that bomb. No time indeed. It's a very good effort by Heroic, but they were too late, and just the final. I don't think you're Survivor anymore if you're Crizzen. Yeah, you do not. You get blasted off. But
a lovely start from the youngster here, as Sierra looks to add a couple of kills to his own tally. Won't come through, unfortunately, though, as Flit is able to double up despite the pressure. And Norbert goes down to Dupree instead, but does Dupree anticipate another short side flare? He does not. Gets blindsided. And Shush is able to pick apart Flit, but forced away by the Molotov, leaving a lot of responsibility on Crizzen's shoulders, and he'll deliver onto James.
And Mir now last remaining member, and the first kill that he got in this round is also the first that he was able to get on the board. Now there's a secondary added to that. Crizzen moving through, dredging, a lot of noise being made. But now the jubilation will come from that Heroic camp. And what a way for Crizzen to start off this map as well. 3 kills in the round, 7 in one turn.
Much CS as they possibly can, readying themselves for those big LAN tournaments coming up.
And there's only one way to fully get adjusted to the game, and that's by playing as much as you can. And yeah, I've seen them pop up in tournaments where you could say that you don't really expect the name of VP to be in there, but getting as much experience as possible. This is very nice and clean out of it.
Tournament, yes, it's online, but they're also playing with 2 out of 5 of their lineup.
Yeah. they went through the motions. Obviously, Dupree getting added. Everybody was rejuvenating and celebrating, and then all of a sudden, news hit, and crap hit the fan. Crizzen yet again strikes Zero as well. Peeks from behind, and ooh, Crizzen. He smelt fame on the ramp there. The bullets nicely getting settled into his body. And Crizzen now taking a whole lot of damage. Heads all in Dupree. Nice header on the nade. Not going to be too happy about the shrapnel that's now lodged in that skull of his. Oh, shoot.
Yeah. Shush has a perfect time flank here, though. I reckon this might be enough to cause some carnage. VP love leaving these rounds late, and that might be the kicker in this one. Fame will be able to plant the bomb, and Jane flies across to deal with that rear flank. Perfect awareness, and now a much better chance at the round win for VP in the 3 versus 2.
Cone goes flying. Crizzen, he'll follow very quickly. Sent off by Fame, tucked around the corner. Good for Dupree. Well, if you save here, all of a sudden, you can make an argument that you can buy into the next. It's got to be very close, though. I don't really think they've actually got the loss bonus for it. At least you'd have that A1S. You can buy around some pistols when he does go away. And I did like the play out of Shush, and communication there as well was just distract them as much as possible. Try to get them to hold off on the push for a little bit. Yeah. Very hyped to see that. Of course, Heroic. That's only later on, and there's still a lot of money to be gained here. Especially for players like Crizzen and Zero, right? Who, this is a great opportunity for them, but if they do well, Tessus with the MP9 cuts down 2. And VP downsize Flit. It's going to bolster up just a little bit. There's spray coming through. Definitely called by Shush. Or by Dupree, excuse me. When they started spraying simultaneously. VP. Bomb plant down. No utility to try and hold on to this there. So they're going to have to hit their shots.
Yeah, VP in a dangerous place. As Crizzen now coming in the backlines with an AWP. But speaking of AWP, as James strikes first and faster, will he be able to outdo this 1v2? The answer will be no. Again, the Mouse NXT boys proving their worth on one of their favoured maps of Vertigo. Put Heroic up onto 3, and they've not broken the VP economy just yet, but have done some serious damage. And speaking of financial gain, that MP9 2K will also be a very nice addition to Tessus's tally.
Swimming in the money for VP.
One through the net as Dupree doesn't want to let Mir slip on by him. He's holding this angle steadfast, and a lovely adjustment there. Even goes back for another attempt, but Norbert shuts that down. Still, Tess is yet to be removed. Jane felled Norbert again to trade, but it's all down to Fame in a 1 versus 3 here.
Needs to be careful. 3v1. Util still in Shush's back as well, so they'll slowly but surely start eliminating some angles. Sierra is just going to peek all out. That's the kill found in Heroic. Looking very competitive, and I think out of a team like Heroic right now, if they stay competitive, you're already thinking, fair enough. That's good. And currently, it doesn't necessarily look like Crizzen and Sierra are that new on the block right here. Obviously, a lot of experience with Mouse NXT, and also that kind of venture from Mouse, the NXT venture, that is, has always been able to produce such huge talent. For Heroic, only better that there were 2 Danish-speaking ones, because at least you've got some sort of collaboration. Of course, Dupree, the amount of experience, will be able to mesh with basically any lineup.
Yeah, but whoever the hell Mouse NXT's talent scout is, yeah. I applaud you, sir or mom. The Tessus, in the meantime, claps up Flip on the top of ramp, and that is the only rifle they brought into this round. Really cleanly done. Now a nade to dispel that smoke. Oh, Tessus getting free reign over a couple more freebies. And now it's Crizzen's turn. Although Sierra has disconnected. Okay, Sierra, that was just a straight up disconnect, and he had this problem in the group stage as well. I didn't see his name in the kill feed. Forgive me if I'm mistaken, but I feel like this might be a tech pause now. Either way, great round from Tessus, and Heroic will be able to equalize. As yeah, they're looking pretty nifty despite not having their pocket pick of fronts. Heroic allergic to winning in semi-finals, with the exception of their major final versus VP, where they lost that anyway. This is kind of a major final matchup, but Shush Matches up quite nicely against Fame, puts him to bed. The Sprout to Norbert is lovely, and Shush is doing it all on B right now. When are the rotations going to come into help, though?
Shush doesn't need rotations. I mean, a lot of damage done, and Dupree gets that final kill, then Shush gets sent off by the nade. But he's done his job already, and Flit actually doesn't have a weapon. He threw that over to one of his teammates at the start of the round, but he hasn't been able to pick one up, which the chances now for VP most certainly looking slimmer than a garter snake. Shush displaying my greatest fear in this game, that even less of the kills I'm going to be able to see, because they've got such great eyes to spot somebody through that smoke, just catch a glimpse and know that that's not the pixel that they're supposed to be seeing. Heroic. And just close it off. Let's see this round going in your pocket with ease. It's going to be the bomb planter, which is very dangerous. And okay, Testis heard that skull being crunched. Jane, yeah, there's no way that he's ever going to be able to pull off that round. The timing, I wouldn't have let him. An Heroic, another round added to the tally.
Crucially, though, we didn't see a Jane.
Early doors and that AK not being easily retrievable. And they are moving forward to it. Mir able to collect it. Krisen going down. There's another AWP in the name of Testis. Dupree trying to swing wide. There's at least going to be a bomb plan as that molly gets thrown after the fact. That's too late.
Yeah, Testis not classically an AWPer, but he's trying his hand at it today. As the retake also being attempted here by the likes of Heroic. They're stacking up. Shush on top of the headshot boxes. It's a vulnerable angle to play from. Punished by Flip as the bomb is tapped, but Dupree will not be sticking it. Instead, him and Sierra stick it to Flip and Nor, but Mir trades on back. But now Testis needs to activate. It's not going to happen, and Mir picks up a mad 3K to put VP on 5.
Oof. And that was with the AK lost as well. Nobody went to retrieve it. Testis did get that first kill, but didn't pounce forward. And Fame also being able to run onto the site. This was such a ambitious retake from Heroic. With 4 players left alive, to have that wide of a swing, that elevated off an angle where everybody can see you. And of course, ninja diffusers in this meta are going to be very tough to pull off, because they can just pop holes in the smoke and know that you're there or not. Heroic, a bit of a downfall, but if they close out this half 6-6, I still think that they can count themselves happy. Shush not going to be happy with the flames gripping his feet. And the nade now also blows away the smoke. That was his only cover. In the meanwhile, there was a lot of damage done, at least on Mir.
Yeah, but there is still no trade for the time being. Ooh, have they just walked over each other? No way has Fame not spotted him there. Fame has no idea that Dupree is literally right next to him. Look at this. Can we see Dupree for a second? Oh, the trick of discipline is lovely. Will dispel of the first.
I was afraid that he was going to walk past and then just walk into somebody else who was close.
Oh, that's the bomb!
Dupree. Yep, that's the bomb. Heroic can't really do too much with it.
I don't have to for now, but Krisen going down to James is a bit of a problem. We've still got Flit on the ramp as well. We've got Dupree on low HP despite his initial successes. Norbert walking back on in to pick up that fallen C4. Dupree is nowhere to be seen. He's on the back of B as Tessin backs up. VP still have an advantage in this one. And look at the util that they've held on to. Sierra timing. That's the bomb.
Here's them. We'll communicate all this through. He's going to be so quick behind. VP still setting up for that utility. Norbert, he's at least tucked into the safety. James, last time he had a brilliant peek. Sierra, he's not going to be able to deny this bomb plant. Would have to step too much, but there's no way that you ever read. Yeah, exactly. He's already crossed, and considering James didn't really know where it came from, that's going to be Flit into 1v3, and he might just be able to pull it off. It's Testas with the Famas. And Heroic, they win out the half 7-5.
Yeah, we see some smiles on their face cams as well. As Heroic leading at the half. This is impressive stuff. Now, this is, of course, Heroic's map pick, but then again, VP have played it 12 times in the past 3 months to the 2 that this new mishmash team has been able to put on the board. And they've just been looking actually incredibly impressive here. They don't look like a team that hasn't rehearsed more than a week. They're looking much stronger, Dan.
And are able to fit in, their value right now is skyrocketing. So I'm sure that Mouse and NXT are also sitting there, mouth salivating over on this value increasing. Syrah able to do that also with a kill. Adds his value in this game. Oh, no way Fame is going to be able to escape there. Syrah catches him, but Flit fights back.
Yeah, VP now have control of the bomb towards the short side, and the smoke will alleviate the pressure further. Now, Prison throws his own smoke in towards short. Does this mean they go for the bomb pickup here? I think they're going to wait for VP smoke to fade first. They continue tapping away. It's a bit of a weird point in the round here. And with just the pistols, there's not all that much opportunity to capitalize off of the smoke spams. Also, only a single magazine's worth left of bullets in Flit here. So Prison would be doing well to push off the back of this. Of course, he doesn't have the information that we do, and Norbert has now been siphoned in on the dualies, but Chrism capitalizes. Flit, great repeat, a 2-on-2. There's 45 seconds remain.
Flit needs to be careful. He's already done his job in this round, but he needs to do more than that to be able to overwhelm. Now he's got 40 seconds where he can just run back or go forward, put a bullet in the eyes. And that's VP losing out the pistol. Heroic. Norbert, not at a heavy metal concert. No need to be head bobbing like that. Heroic. Huge work out of them, and I'm sure VP, the frustration is understandable for Flit as well. 3 kills in the round, and they go down without anything.
Yeah, so this is a team that James can't properly anti-strike.
Only marginally the favorites here. As Heroic, they step on the gas, moving over. Vroom, vroom, beep, beep, but is Mir with the blockade. Fame peeking out, not as clean as he would have liked it to be. The nade will catch, and then Mir does more work. It's all up to Syrah. And he's completely disconnected from his team in this iteration.
Again, being together for, I think, 6 days. They had 6 hours of practice coming into Rubet. Didn't make the playoffs there, but put up a pretty damn good fight as James has just been spotted by Syrah. He could isolate these duels. Flit coming in from heaven. They've got a crossfire, but Syrah cannot cross out of his sight. Nicely done there from Flit.
Very dangerous, though, out of James to be moving over that quickly. The buy is lonesome as well, because Syrah peeks out and he kills you. That's a one-on-one where Flit did have the element of surprise, obviously, otherwise he wouldn't have been stepping.
To be able to run away with this one. They are the kings of the comeback in the late stages of maps as Syrah comes straight back for blood. James has been instantly removed. And James is dying a hell of a lot more against Heroic than he normally does in his maps. Mir does trade back onto Kristen. It will be a 4-on-4, but look at the high caliber fragging tallies on Heroic right now. That is one thing they can continue delivering on.
Oh, that's the bomb, though. In with a great chance, but the treat, he'll be found out by Norbert at the end of it. Of course, yeah, for James, it does make sense that his fragging ability takes a bit of a hit because he needs to think more about what they're doing. And I mean, nothing that you can really prep for. You're getting sprayed down through the smoke, but all of a sudden your mind is working overtime, trying to see free at least. He'll stay underneath the double digits. The Heroic string up for a push. Fame. He's got the smoke, but as I mentioned, there's a tad bit of a delay. Trying to find Flame. It's going to be the nade that does the damage needed to kill him.
Yeah, Tessus's nade, incredibly impactful. Nets Heroic the advantage here as they push towards the bomb site, but Norbert, he's getting sneaky with it, catches the bomb carrier, but not before Tessus can slap him right back down. Jane left in a 1 versus 3. We're going to see clutch Jane or Jane time here.
Really, Jane
and I
time.
feel like it's going to be the latter.
Surely. Look at my
last weekend for a UK-based LAN. The guy who keeps going to the tier 1 LAN stresses, Jesus, he stole my trademark. I started doing it in UK LANs long before he showed up.
You could just do it and body him, just tackle him. You know, you've got 2 Gs fighting, people don't know what hit them. Who to believe?
That wouldn't be very holy of me now.
No, but I mean, like, would you call
Game and Flip, though, not an easy task.
That's got to be quick, it's got to be vicious, and Jamie's backing down within the shot, probably not too happy with it, but they haven't removed Flit, and we saw in the previous best of 3 how much of an issue that is. They're not checking him. Flit just gets 1, but it's a bomb planter. 9 seconds for Heroic without any smokes there, and they've lost it. There's no way that they can win this round now. Flit, the one kill was everything that they needed. And oh my, it's been an issue all throughout today. And again, it rears its ugly head around the corner. And this time, a completely different team, completely different player, but the same ugliness caused.
It's normally VP letting that clock run down low, but Heroic...
Yeah. I mean, they already beat NIP, right? So, Tess's up close with Flit. Flit has been the most impactful out of VP. Very dominant performance, but Mir, the back's crunched. And simple stuff to open it up for VP. And that means Heroic, they're going to have to pull this one off, otherwise they're broke going into the business end of the game.
Yeah, they're going to have to get down and dirty with VP here. There's Tessus wobbling around with a Mac 10. 24 and 14. It has been a great performance from him so far. He's not exactly been taking easy fights either. Running on in for entries. Trading out his teammates. Knocking down bomb sites. But yeah, one thing Alan did mention is post plants would be difficult for Heroic. They've actually found difficulty getting the bomb down in the first place here. As Flit and Norbert make their way over to the top of the ramp. And they think that it's clear. Although Flit stays behind the sandbags position just to make sure. And this is the perfect read. Do they clear him? I don't think they do. Molotov expended towards headshot boxes instead. Flit's going to shut this round down entirely. Dupree first to fall. Kristen caught with util and the bomb. 30 seconds. Call it here. Try and save your guns. Oh my god, Tessus.
I mean, Shush is now the last remaining player. In a 1v3, he hasn't been having the greatest time at all. Gonna move through the smoke and actually be able to kill Fame. How do you have the bomb? No, I'd be willing to have a conversation. James, that is so dangerous. Even though, yes, Shush is very low, you lose your life there. You somehow give away back in, but VP looking strong. Yes, pets us more. I was talking about the bottom left cam. Or anybody thinks I'm very weird, which I am, but yeah, Dupree, he was watching this position the entire time because Seema was throwing the Yuzo over the top, and Dupree thought Syrah
down the short side. Oh no, not again, Syrah. It's not his fault, of course, but Tessus. A massive trade on back to Jane. That's an entire belt of utility dispelled. Norbert in the back line won't be tested yet. Instead, it's Flit caught between a rock and a hard place. Oh, this is the round that Shush decided to show up in. It's perfect as Fame now left in a 1 versus 2, and he's not been having the best of games either. It's the Heroic old guard to win out the 2v1. Do you reckon they've got it in them with these HP bars?
He's got a nade. Fame moving up. We're on Flit's cam. Tessus won't be able to do it. Shush, however, is. He steps up right when it matters in Heroic, even with Syrah disconnecting, taking over the cam from Flit for a little bit. They do manage to take the round. This is so huge. That would have been a deafening defeat. Of course, VP would have been in 12, but to lose the round in that fashion, where you feel like you're just getting done in by the game, be their fatal mistake here. They do start moving back, and they've got Syrah pressing forward. Crescent, he's going to be peeking as well. This is fantastic stuff. Everybody's here from VP, but that just means Heroic can get more kills. They've done a lot of damage, but they're still Fame and Norbert in the vicinity, bombed down at least. Heroic killed through the smoke is Tess's. Crescent with it all to mop up. He's got an ult for the job, but a flash as well. They're going to be closing down. He's just giving away his position. Fame elevates his position, sees Crescent, and that is that. VP, they get on 12 first.
That was the most important round of this entire game, and it will be VP to win it. Heroic, at the very least, get a bomb plant. They will be able to hedge a buy together here, but Dupree losing that opening fight was rough, and it's even rougher for Crescent being thrust into that position. Syrah's game has crashed again. Poor guy must be in his head about all these PC issues now, as Norbert in the heads of Heroic doing fantastic work through smokes, and yeah, clearly confidence. Jane, such a gorgeous start to Tessus. We've not seen all that many openers out of Jane just yet, but that one is one of the most important ones. And Syrah, a massive trade. But Flit's already dealt with Crescent. Youngster really stagnating in the second half. Massively less impactful than the first as Flit delivers another impactful frag. And it's the sandbags again causing problems. Shush, a nice rebuttal, but a 2 versus 3 right now for Shush and Dupree. Can they do it up against some of VP's finest soldiers?
They're in trouble here, never mind. Fights his way out of it. That just leaves it to Dupree. The nade, he's going to be right on top, and that's going to be enough to finish it off. But Mir knew that he was at its end. Did so much damage to Dupree. And there's a back creep coming through as well. Fame, he's surely not right. The nade is already going to be finishing it off, and it's a rather deafening blow here to Heroic. They were in with a chance here on Vertigo. Early inch forward.
Yeah, they're toying with the idea of this execution, and into the site they do go with a bit of pace behind them too. Dupree will be the first to shut down Norbert though. Norbert was such a nuisance for Heroic in the previous map. There's Dupree. Well, nuisance with his lower HP bar now as Mir is farming up a storm on his Glock. A 4 versus 3 for the VP side. Can they keep this up in the post-blood?
There's a kit, but Zera's going to have to get shared custody on that with the rest of the Heroic members if he goes down. Zera moving forward, and he does. Hit the paving. Shush able to get the 1. Surely not right. Mir did start to run out of bullets. Prison not able to offer anything up. And the pistol round, it started off decently for Heroic, but Virtus Pro, they nicely got themselves back on track. And were able to pull off the pistol round. This is, I feel like, a huge way for Heroic to at least get into it. Not getting the pistol in their favor now does make it a tad bit scary. Oh, it's methodical. Prison peeks. That's shot off into the distance, into the wall. Prison smoke. He'll test this out, but now he's in an awkward spot as the rest keep pressuring on. Dupree just gets the 1. Chrisen duking it out in the bathrooms. Very nice shot on Flit. He keeps them alive to a certain extent, but they're not going to be able to prevent this bomb from going down. There's a very awkward spot for Chrisen as well. Norbert's still behind him. He seems like he's somewhat aware of the possibility of somebody being behind him, but Norbert can just pull this trigger whenever.
Norbert is such a nuisance, but James even more so. They find one apiece as Chrisen finally dispatches of the lurking player, but James will win out the round. It seems that the spirits are still relatively high in this Heroic side. Again, I've given them a benchmark. If they can get 5 rounds or more, they will have done better than Heroic did against VP last time on Overpass, or at least at that major final. As
just coming up, it's a bit short. Yeah, he'd love to bring it forward. Prison. Yeah, that's going to pull in Dupree. He's going to run him down with the MP9, but Flit there for the return kill. Maybe this gets out of hand here, though. James on the lookout for the orb. Peeking. Norbert didn't expect the close angle. So Heroic being able to get one better on VP right now in terms of the trades.
Yeah, VP backed up strong. As Zera, I like the idea, but Fame fully anticipates it. Even stature in the manpower. As they've also lost their coveted upgraded SMG. The MP9 no longer afforded to them. Maybe Chrisen could sneak down connector and grab it, as it looks like it will be the B play here. Flit still waiting for that rotation. As here we've got Tessus and Shush in B water. Will they be able to withstand the storm of VP? Or will they be cut out like my internet?
This is very awkward now. 20 seconds left. They don't really have anybody rotating over, but if VP are being held off for a little bit here, they're going to be in trouble, and they are currently being held off. James is just going to go for the plan, but he's not on the site just yet. Maybe somebody presses forward. James, oh, he's getting sacked up by his own team. Shush now able to get the kill. And Heroic have done it. They've won the round. Flit might even die by the end of it. He won't, but actually maybe if he escapes to safety. Okay, Heroic. I don't think James would have died had he not gone tagged up by his own teammate there, but that's easier said. We're going to have to go back and fully check that, but a huge round for Heroic at least.
Yeah, very nicely played as VP just lose to themselves, it seems. The time just ticked.
Now, just laying back, holding down the angle. Shush. Here the utility smoke exploded. Shush. He'll be the one to capitalize upon it. Stamps his feet over Mir and Norbert and VP. It's quicker, but also a quicker death for them.
Yeah, VP getting mopped up here. Excellent spray through the smoke from Shush. As well, VP are seriously lacking numbers to go for all of anything here. They will still have guns to their names, but I don't think saving is really the solution as of yet. There's still a minute on the clock, and oh, that smoke. In fact, no, won't be dispelled by the nade. Instead, it's Fame getting tagged down pretty decently. A Shush now up close and personal to the wood. What's he going for here? What's the play? Playing anti-flash is what he's doing as Fame absolutely obliterates Crisant. Will Shush be able to trade this one back? Find another kill in the round, almost as Dupree will snatch that one away from him, but Jame bites right on back. Now quite the predicament on B.
Nade, that's going to do a lot of damage, and even on Fame as well. Fame. Wait, Jame is just planting the bomb shoot. Okay, it's going to be Zero to get that kill, but that's actually pretty instrumental. Sure, Shoot is smiling about it because it is a rather silly play. But for VP to get that 800 extra might allow them to actually buy into this next round, or at least buy up some more. The full buy is still questionable, but they can now get an armor, and Deagle still pose a threat, which is very much an issue of the oversight. But the Flames, they always go up sky high. And VP, they're down low right now.
Shush was just so zoned in onto Jame being a monster still. He has no idea that the bomb has gone.
Thought about it. Okay, this is awkward now. They'll hear the nade and Shush starts spraying. And Flit. Oh, wow. VP. They've had Heroic completely blind the entire time, but that's exactly where Heroic would like to be here.
Yeah, speaking of wrapping things up, further Christmas present ideas. One for Heroic this time. Maybe a consistent roster.
Yeah. I feel like that's a present they have to buy themselves. Uh-oh. I saw a disconnect at the end of the round there.
Was that a disconnect, or was that just a health bar going down because of a team knife? Oh, no. Okay, that's a disconnect. I'm sorry for ever doubting you, Dan.
Nah, that's all right. I'm used to it in my life.
No. Come on, man. Right, okay, wait. Let's take a guess. Who do you think crashed on Heroic?
Shush. Backing down, tapping away at Norbert. VP, they're just running out of time here. Everybody from Heroic can start rotating over. Not quite, as they haven't spotted the bomb. Fame, he'll be able to get that down, and that's the quality of VP. They always find a bomb plant, even when the timer is low. Flit gets the kill on Shush. Flit, wow, even jiggling around more. Elevating his position. He's been seen by Sierra. He'll take him out of the server, and VP, this hold very quickly getting weakened. Dupree, swing wide on Fame. That's huge. Jamo was able to get the return kill, not the flick for him, though. Mirroring a 1v3, and he won't be allowed anything.
Dupree, that's a saucy 3K there on the site. Retaking some further smiles on the Heroic camp. A round of applause, in fact, from the AWP IGL in Prison there. As the old guard really starting to thread some incredible rounds together. This is not the same VP that we saw last night, by the way. VP last night was a dominant force. Yes, they did let a map slip to Monty, but their rebuttal was a 13-4. Oh, okay, Jame doesn't clear Crisant. Patience is a virtue, and for once, Jame is outdone in that department. Flit able to trade back quickly, though. And for once, VP still do have enough time to make this round possible. Dupree and Sierra, two newer additions to this lineup, looking to make it work on their backside defense. They're locking down A as VP look to load in some utility.
And this is exactly why you want to be going quicker at times. Sierra, that's beautiful out of him. 3K in the round, falls back, forces Flit to rotate over. Heroic, they're going to stick together here. They're not going to chance it to rotate over quickly. Flit is going to have a chance at the post plant. Sierra is actually close. Sierra, okay. That's a bit too eager. Flit going for the fake plant here, looking for Dupree. Now Dupree should know that. This is a tad bit awkward. Flit, he needs to escape, but Dupree, he's just elevated position. And Flit goes down. It's another round for Heroic. You can see a big sigh of relief.
Dupree in the clutch will be able to deliver, but oh, hold on, Dupree. I think you're looking for the AWP. There we go. Understandable. Have a great day. we'll be going back in time for the defuse. He does have a kit. I got panicked for a moment there. Wouldn't it be hilarious if he disconnected like Sierra before the bomb could be defused?
Imagine the most decorated player in the history of this game to kill the player on B and then think that the bomb is actually planted A. There's no way that
comical. That would be Kenny S levels of comical.
The magician, but in a bad sense. He makes rounds disappear for his team out of thin air.
Really inappropriately timed disappearing acts.
Yeah.
Oh.
But on the back of it, Dupree, he's still very deep. Able to get another kill, and the Heroic, they are trying to retake the site. Shush just tucks himself in. He recognizes the strength of the position of Heroic right now. The molly will force him into the altercation. Shush is going to burn alive, but in the meanwhile, Dupree sprays down James as well, and Heroic. Where's VP gone?
This is the Dupree I wanted to see. He was a little absent in that previous map, a little bit absent on Vertigo, and it was certainly felt with his lack of impact on the server. Apparently, Heroic just don't need Sierra. Apparently, his disconnects are a blessing.
Room went quiet. VP trying to get loud here, but it's very awkward. Actually, Heroic are rotating everybody over towards the A site, but there's not as much action there anymore, so they should start rotating back already. They've got Shush there to try and hold on, but he's got a big task to do. Flit, he didn't hear him, but this is huge out of VP. Able to get the bomb plant down. 3v3 now. Crizzen able to get that kill and tucks himself in. Lovely to fall back as he knows that he's low, and he has to accept that perhaps VP have got another nade coming through. Norbert, nice first shot. Tessa swings wide, and Dupree didn't do anything with it. Norbert needs to be careful, and it is VP getting the final round of the half in their pocket. It's their VP and explode onto this site. The Yuto comes through. Norbert entirely blind, but Flit, he'll safeguard him for now. Nobody else from Heroic really pushing onwards. They're afraid right now of this setup from VP, and rightly so, because everybody is here.
Yeah, the bomb carrier in the meantime tucked in on short as, oh, Sierra, that's a saucy kill on Tamir, lopping the head off mid-jump. Putting us back into at least even stature for now. James even rotated up to the other side as Norbert spams away with the dualies. Incredibly fast trigger finger there. But it's not going to net him a frag. Time's starting to tick on down now as Heroic have actually been given free reign over Monster. No longer contested as Shush deals with Norbert towards the short side. A 4-on-3, but not for long. Flit decapitates one, but Dupree and Sierra right on back. It's James to clutch on up for the 1v3, and Heroic will win another pistol, putting themselves up onto 8.
This is such a ludicrous call. And Dupree goes into a different mode there. But
frenzy.
If this goes wrong for Heroic, we're asking the question of why the hell did they go B? They spotted everybody there, basically. Why would they take the risk? But exactly due to that push up through the tunnel. Caught VP lacking. They're not going to go for a force buy here. They're just throwing a smoke over towards Monster. That is missed, according to the minimap. So, Heroic, they're even going to have a free passage in, and they're not going to see anything there. And they'll very quickly realize, oh, this is very dangerous, actually. Look at the minimap. Everybody's here. That nade! Oh, what a nade! Everybody's trapped. Oh, everybody bullets, and nobody partying here for VP. And of course, you want to win. And it does remove a lot of the emotion. Tessus pushes forward, trades it out, but that's not going to be good enough for Rogue. They need a one-up here. Maybe that's to be gotten on Flit, who got stuck on the site for a little bit, but he's got Mir together with them as well.
Okay, nice chipping away there with the nade damage, but Tessus and Shush are so low that I don't know if they can fully rely on Crizzen to carry them over the line here. Fame staring down Crizzen, little does he know between the smokers. Oh, what does he? He's not spotted him, has he? Dame finding a frag as Crizzen doubles up. He still hasn't cleared Toxic though. Fame can still deny this bomb, but no, the smokes. They shield everything, leaving Tessus in a 1 versus 2. Now it is winnable. James up in heaven on the AWP yet to spot him, but not for very long. Swings wide. And that will be the defuse stuck there as Dupree, dying to his own Molotov, really stuck a spanner in the works in the start of that round. The distance between them and VP, but the Bears are hungry. The Knights, their swords aren't as sharp as they used to be. Flit and Sierra are blow for blow. T-side continue to create carnage here. What an incredible game it would be if we were to go to 3 maps off the back of this. Prison sticks to plant. Heroic now hunting for double digits.
This is tough for VP. You have to go for this, but if you lose, your entire economy goes up in smoke. Tessus. He'll follow. Prison. That's very nice. He gets it back into a 3-on-3. Sierra doesn't know where to look, so he just looks away. Shy little man right now as Fame goes further. VP. They've gotten the side back at least. Tapping the bomb. Shoosh wings wide. Not able to get a kill at all. And Heroic in those post plant. Okay, Mir does have a kit, so it's not really worry territory. That was scary for a second. Heroic. Now it's there. Economy's on the chopping block.
Yeah, VP really strongly coming back into this one now. Unfortunately, as you said, shy little man was unable to find a frag to alleviate the pressure felt by Shush.